Welcome back to another Film Hooligans bonus feature review. I'm your host, John the host, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Jason Alt.
Hey everybody, I'm Jason, the co-host.
Alt.
Alt.
That's right, and tonight we are talking about a upcoming film from director Melanie Aikenhead, Revenge Ride.
I'm out of shots for everyone in leather.
The one in the white?
That looks perfect. Let's have some fun.
How many? Do you remember how many there were?
I don't remember anything. Guys like this, I don't get in trouble.
Guys like this, they met us.
Nobody can go toe-to-toe with Dark Moon, ladies. Why is that?
Some girls came to me in a tough spot. Used some help.
I like superheroes.
We're pretty fucking far from heroes.
They think that they can take and take and take. Well, let's see if they can take what's coming to them tonight.
We in this tonight, and we're in the clear.
People are gonna get hurt.
I'm gonna kill them.
I didn't sign on for a war with the world.
So forget about your old family, because we are your sisters now.
It doesn't bite.
That is a lie.
So, Jason, what did you think of the Twilight Saga, Dark Moon?
I think Timothy Durham, the writer, was sitting around watching Sons of Anarchy, and he's like, this is just Hamlet on motorcycles. And he's like, oh, what if we did all of Shakespeare on motorcycles? So he cracked open his high school copy of Romeo and Juliet and transcribed it for motorcycles.
Yeah, you know what? When you said that the first time, I was like, huh, that kind of opened it up for me a little bit more. Because, I don't know, just right off the top, this wasn't one of my favorite films that we've talked about this year. And I don't want to, get in that trap of, well, this wasn't targeted to me, because I feel like that's kind of a cop-out as far as an analysis standpoint goes. Not everything is targeted for the audience that's watching it, but I feel like I know what's fun. I know what's enjoyable to watch. I know what scenes are supposed to look like. I know what acting is. And against a story and a plot, I think that it was super interesting as far as the story that they were going for. I just don't think the execution was the best it could have been.
No. We like to say nice things about the movies that we preview, and I really struggled to find something nice to say about this movie other than, I wanted to like it.
Yeah, because, I mean, the premise does sound kind of cool, and I think if they, I get it, the message is, it's a pro-female empowerment message, at least in the beginning, but then it kind of ate itself, and it turned the people that you're supposed to be rooting for with that good message against the audience. The audience isn't supposed to like those people anymore, and I was like, wait a minute, no.
It got all Montague and Capulet, so you weren't the movie revealed itself. You weren't sure who to root for until it became obvious that the two protagonists were whom to root for.
Right.
And then the movie just went the way it was always going to go. It's only 73 minutes also. It felt a little scant, but I don't know what else they could have added, because it was basically on rails. If you're going to do something that feels a lot like Shakespeare, what do you add, So it was tough. You can't really add another act to it.
Right.
So this movie it really cruised by at high speed.
And what this film is about, it's about two clashing factions. It's one of those factions being a rapey group of college football players, and the other one a female biker gang made up of sexual assault victims who harshly prank rapists. And like I said, when you say it like that, it's just like, oh, cool. Like, this is gonna be really fun to see some real assholes get their comeuppance. And
Yeah.
I was in it. I was like for it, and I was for it for probably the first like 20 minutes. It's just when things start to unveil, and like you said, it turns out, without getting too much into spoilers, it turns out that you're not supposed to root for factions. You're supposed to root for individual characters. The problem is those characters just aren't fleshed out enough, because it is so much about the pressure cooker situations that these two people find themselves in. That's where the message gets lost, and that's why it kind of falls flat for me. The one character that did get a lot of development is our main protagonist, Maggie, played by Serinda Swan, and she actually does get some conflict and emotional growth, and I mean, by far and away, she's the best actor in the film.
Yeah. This was good for her, like
Yeah.
as a demo reel sort of a thing.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of television, but she's never done a role this substantial in film, I don't think. Sort of like showing a little bit of her range. This was good, but like it was predictable. We're not beholden to say anything nice about this movie. It has a 3.5 out of 10 stars on IMDb. If you're looking for like that sort of thing, like a revenge movie a little bit, but like it's also, kind of basically Romeo and Juliet. This is a fine way to spend 70 minutes, I guess, but like I wouldn't watch this again per se.
And I saw a couple of the other like reviews after this, just like on YouTube and stuff, and people really do like it. So maybe again, it just wasn't for us. I was super excited to see Pollyanna McIntosh, because I'm an old school Walking Dead fan. She plays Trigga in this, who is Jadis in The Walking Dead. In this, she's kind of this crazy one-note, she's the leader of the Dark Moon biker gang, and admittedly, she's kind of entertaining at times, but the performance just kind of goes off the rails and just gets unhinged, and the arc and the escalation, it just kind of makes no sense. It just kind
she
of
plays
falls
the
flat.
character as written. I thought she was good in this.
Okay.
Only having seen her in The Walking Dead, I think she did a better job in this. And since she has to do a lot of the heavy lifting early in the movie, like I think she did an admirable job too. So
Yeah.
they didn't get a single decent male actor.
No.
But
No. Yeah, and that was hard because of, like you said, that's the thing that you're supposed to be rooting for towards the end of it, and it's when you only get half of that, then the message, it just doesn't work. And besides being like really vulgar as far as just like the language goes, the sex and violence are super toned down. It feels like a CW show until, and no spoilers, until like the last scene, and you get this really brutal image. And it's like, okay, well, where was that the whole time? It should have either been this or that. If this was meant for a broader kind of teenage audience, then stick with that. Because the fact that they did go so gruesome towards the end just made it feel tonally off the charts also. Who is this movie for? You said you wouldn't really recommend this, but who would like this movie?
okay, so say you are an English teacher who has to do their student teaching, and you've got to do it in an inner city school, but you don't know how to dance, so you can't teach them to dance and have them teach you, maybe more than you teach them. And also you got a hangover, you could put this on and be like, yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet in an hour. Because like Shakespeare's a little impenetrable for grade schoolers, but like you should show them this movie with its violent sexual assault at the beginning. Maybe, never mind. I don't know who this is for. Because you didn't get the satisfaction of it being like a bloody revenge movie, like something from Korea. They love that kind of stuff.
Sure.
This was no sympathy for the devil.
This made me yearn to watch the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet, and that's a problem in itself. But, again, if we're wrong, tell us we're wrong in the comments. Making a movie is hard. These people did it. kudos for that.
It looks good.
It does look good.
It was shot well.
Yep. Shots well, coloring, scale, all that. It's competently made as far as that goes. But, all in all, I think it's a pass from both of us. If you agree or disagree with us, let us know in the comments downstairs. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you feel like doing. But tell everyone that we're reviewing films right here on the Film Hooligans show. I'm at John the Host on Twitter. Jason?
I'm at Jason Ealt on Twitter.
Perfect. And you could also follow us at film_hooligans. Yell at us both at the same time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.